Right. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And you also made a comment before where you said that, Afeni Shakur, she became friends with a drug dealer that was an informant.
Yes, allegedly. And I got that information from author John Potash in his book and documentary, The FBI and His War on the Black Panther Party or Revolutionary Blacks. I forget what he titled it, but in there he said his research had led him to learn that Legs McDaniel, who was the drug dealer that Afeni was dating or fell in love with, that he was an FBI informant, and that part of his responsibility may have been to hook Afeni Shakur on drugs. I don't think we realize how deep it is. I don't think we realize how deep it is. Just like some people have insinuated that Eazy E, rest in peace to Eazy, he might have been injected with the AIDS virus. I don't think that's far-fetched at all, because we know the AIDS virus was developed in order to reduce the Black population, just like we know COVID was developed to reduce the Black population, just like we know the LGBTQ agenda is being done to reduce the Black population. Here's the issue. According to the United Nations, 1 out of every 4 people on the planet will be an African by 2050. 1 out of every 4 people in the world will be an African. Do you think they want that? Do you think the smallest population wants African people to be the largest population? We already are, to be honest with you. We already are. But they're saying officially in 2050, if population growth continues the way it is, there will be more African people in the world than anybody else. Africa is home to the youngest population. Africa has the youngest people in the world. Don't you think they're a little concerned about that? They're concerned about those young Africans on the continent being revolutionized to a point where they're ready to take back through armed struggle their land and their resources. And then you add to that the American African youth, and you add to that the Caribbean African youth, and you add to that the South and Central American African youth, and you add to that the Australian African youth, the South Pacific African youth, the Africans of Europe, Paris, London, Germany, Austria, and then you add the Africans living in Asia. Pan-African revolution is the solution for African liberation.